Hi guys, it's Johnny B here and welcome back to Monster Legends. And I think on this video we will do the light monsters. Now I was reviewing my other videos and I thought, no, I think what I'll do is I'll review all my monsters I have for the particular elements and I'll just give you my best monster. That way, rather than picking 2, 3, 4, it does get a bit hard. So this way at least we'll get a slightly longer video. Now, as you can see, I have some light monsters there. I also got some magic monsters, so I'll try not to get them all mixed up here. Okay, we will try. There we go, our first light legendary. Now, I've never played this guy yet. I've always wanted to, because he has one move. We'll get to this in a second. But as you can see, he deals very heavy light damage. This one could be good. And the bleeding. Yes, bleeding's very good in wars, PvP. So that move's quite good. And again, a very heavy light damage. Now, yes, I have two of them. I can't remember for the life of me why, but there must have been a very good reason. And the last but not least, the Reaper countdown. Now, that will work on 99% of the monsters out there. The only bad thing is you have to wait 3 turns on it to work. Now, depending on your war, depending on your PvP, you might not last 3 turns. So, there goes my power lead again. So, yeah, so that one's quite good. A few monsters which we'll go over will not have, well, sorry, we won't be able to use the Reaper countdown on that. Let me just check what his, oops, never meant to pop up there. His trait is. Okay, some traits will be that the Reaper countdown won't work, but his is also not. And his special deals very heavy light damage to all enemies. So he is quite good, but as I touched on my other videos, he's no stun moves, he's no possession moves, he's no freeze moves, and these are very, very important, which he does not. So that's probably one of the reasons why I don't use him. Okay, we'll just jump across here. I want to call him Predator. You probably guys know why I want to do that. Let's just check his trait first. Okay, so you cannot be blinded, which is quite good. Right, first one. Low light damage to all enemies, removes all negative status effects from allies. So that means if my monsters are being burned or poisoned or anything, well, if I use that move, that'll deal low light damage to the enemy and remove that from my team. Again, quite handy, but it's not really a very, very good key set. That's probably the best of what was there. Very heavy, deals very heavy special damage. That's okay, I quite like that. And this one removes 100% stamina from target. Now if this was removes 100% stamina from all targets, then he would be my favourite light by far. Now this one again, it's just like a stun, it's just like a freeze, and I keep going on about that, but that, again, that's just to show you how important that these things are in monsters. Now that one is quite good. The only thing you have to worry about is if the monster is going to get a special. So your fingers crossed that it doesn't. Okay, so who do we have here? We have the Queen. So we'll put the Queen next. No, I used to use the Queen before I got my other light monster. Now her trait is, as I said before, she's immune to instant death. Now that's quite handy. I thought you hardly get anybody that's going to use this instant death move on you. So her first move is double damage and Reaper countdown with a medium shield. So what that does is it gives the person you use it on double damage, it heals them by 35%, it applies a 40% life shield, but that monster will die in 2 turns. So my tip is, use it on yourself, because you're immune to the Reaper countdown. You're immune to instant death, so that's quite handy. Or use it on somebody that will give the other team a lot of damage, and then hopefully by then you've won the match rather than your other player dying. So that's my tips for that. Here we go. This is one of the reasons why I used her for a stun move. Now, so far, I think that's the only stun move we have on Light so far. That I've shown you. There is a few more. And then blind the enemies. And then again, very heavy light damage. Or her special gives 50% life, 50% stamina with a 20% life shield to all allies, removing all negative effects. Now that's kind of a defensive move, special even. So, no, as you can see, that it does no damage to any allies. It's quite handy, but it doesn't give any damage. Okay, just about there. Okay, the Arc Knight. Now you can breed him. So yeah, you can breed him and put him up or so. He's still not my favourite. So obviously he deals heavy special damage, which is quite high, as you see. Moderate light damage. Deals heavy light damage, and clears all negative effects. Now I've got to be honest with you. He's only at level 50. Now these skill sets might change. But he's only at level 50 just to get me some gold, but I wouldn't recommend you use him. He's just basically, he is a standard light monster. If you don't have another one, by all means use him, but he's not one of the ones that I would pick. Okay, here we go, Grandpa. Now again, I've not used him. I've been wanting to use him for a few reasons. As you can see there, he's got damage boost for 2 turns, position for 2 turns, and a shield. Now that's similar to what Lux had. And there we go, he's also got a stun move, so very handy there. Now he's got a blind and damage reduction for 2 turns, very good. And he's also going to give a small shield for everybody. Now yeah, this monster looks quite good. Now, again, I don't want to pick 1, 2 or 3. I would just rather give you my sort of favourite monster, but I've always been wanting to try him out. I've never got around to it yet, as you've seen with the rune locks on him. And my favourite is the General, as you can see with maroons on him. Now, Generals are tough, which means that the 35% chance that you might be stunned or burnt and things like that, so that's what that means. So skills, as you can see, front off, he can stun, very handy. And this one, what basically means is anybody that hits will be immune to will be weak to light and special. So I generally use that, and then I would use this move right behind it if I can. So if you use this move, there will be weakened to light and special. So that's a multiple move, and that's also a multiple move, and it blinds them. So that gives a lot of damage. And then for Heelys, again, that removes all negative effects, give life generation, stamina regeneration to all allies. That is very handy, especially for wars that you can't heal yourselves, PvP as well, so that's quite handy. And again, his special move do very heavy special damage, and as you can see, the bar's nearly full there. So these are my light monsters. As you can see, my favourite is obviously the General. You guys' favourite could be somebody else, but that was just my favourites. And if you guys want to know anything else or any of the skill sets, if you let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.